Greetings from somewhere. I am your host, Dylan, and joining me today is Tooke, the puppet.
Yay!
Thank you very much, Tooke,
Hey,
for being here.
thank you, Dylan. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you. Hi, everybody.
We had some people showing up early. Looks like the new puppet. It's the first time I've seen the new puppet, but
New
the
puppet is
person,
puppet version of new girl. Excellent.
I was putting that together. I think I
Mhm,
knew what fifth was up that puppet's ass.
mhm.
And the
Yes.
last episode I had, I was a bit too late in coming up with what they call a group of Asian women. She dropped a noodle. Points.
Nice.
Major points to New Girl on that one.
Bravo.
Uh,
Bravo.
Thanks to Marie Curie for tuning in to check out more episodes of the book review, A Movie Making Nerd. I've been sick the past week. And yesterday I might have been able to do it, but I was like, my mind power isn't quite there yet. Whereas today, I am ready to talk about jerks with
Yay.
a puppet jerk.
Yes. So I've been told lately.
I did appear with you on Uncle Jack's shack, but
Yes.
I gave the Irish
Apologies.
goodbye.
Yeah,
I
apologies for
noticed
that again. Yes.
Jack runs his show very differently than I do. I
Mhm,
like to have clips and things to talk about. Jack is an agent of chaos,
mhm,
and
mhm.
it
Well,
it works well for him.
oh yeah, it's a fun time. But that night, Jack was maybe the most drunk I'd ever seen him, and Granny, who's sort of like his second on the show to kind of take care of stuff, was also very very drunk. So just knew it was gonna be bad. So,
Gr-
but we
Granny
got you over
is
there. I was very happy that you came out that night. It's like, oh yeah, Dylan's here.
Yeah, Granny is quite the Tommy gun of insults.
Hmm.
He can really fucking
Oh yeah,
fire
yeah.
loose.
Well, he came at me really hard the first time we met, and thankfully I have at least some ability to kind of go back. So it instantly turned into a gunfight of witty quips. So yeah. Okay, yeah, Granny's fun though. Granny's very fast. That's the thing with Granny. He's very quick witted. So
Yeah, he is a fantastic second mic to really
mhm.
get in there and fucking pow.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thanks for becoming a member, American Cupcake. We are monetized over here. You can give us super chat, super thanks, and get at least one bonus episode each month. I'm gonna try to do the public domain theater again.
Mhm.
I've waited my 90 days since the last time, and according to YouTube's rules and regulations, I can do it. According to their live bot, their live strike bot, not as much.
Mm. Yeah, YouTube's a fickle bitch. Just don't know
There's
what you're gonna get
actually
from her.
something that's been popping up on my Facebook that I would like to bring, but it would have to be like a Rumble exclusive
Hmm.
because there's breastfeeding moms it's obviously just to get your attention to show titties and just the same nonsense text over and over and over again.
Hmm.
And the way the algorithm works, now my Facebook algorithm is just filled with titties and a baby's face getting in the way of one of them.
Yes, I get a lot of those. I wish we would have sent it last night. I think we showed it on our show last night. It popped up in Nimrod's YouTube algorithm. There's a pretty Japanese girl with like white hair, and thigh high like fishnets. And she walks out, she goes konniya, konniya, and then she slams her head down into a bowl and makes the loudest clang sound you ever heard. I mean slams like clang. It's fucking amazing. It's all of a 5-second video. It made me laugh for 10 solid minutes. It's absolutely awesome.
Well, let's get a little positivity in our
Mhm.
lives before we go too far out here.
Okay.
This is from the hopecore
Cool.
genre, and
Mhm.
I've been really enjoying these videos from hopecore. So let's see the uplifting message they have today.
I don't think people should be fucking animals. But if you were to fuck any animal, I feel like, I don't know, the people that fuck horses, I feel like that makes more sense than like a dog. Like, cause with the dog, it's kind of more like a Stockholm syndrome type of thing. It's like, can they really consent? But I feel like if a horse didn't want to have sex, it wouldn't. Like, I don't think you can force a horse to do anything. They're very strong. So, like you can't even make a horse drink water. So how can you make it fuck?
Salient
Solid
points.
reasoning.
Yes. Yeah. As long as it's not the other way around. You don't want to recreate that Mr. Hand video from years ago. Fucking horrendous. It's the worst thing ever put on the internet. But that poor man.
This guy is talking about being the giver. Like,
Yes.
if I do it with a dog, I don't know if the dog is consenting. I know
Right.
damn well if the horse is consenting.
Right. You can hold the dog in place. You cannot with the horse. The horse will just kick your ass in the next week. Horse might not even know you're there, all things considered. Ever see a horse dick? There's no if you're banging a lady horse, she has no idea you're even in the vicinity. So
I did go out with a crazy woman this past week.
so
crazy.
wait, so a woman is what you're saying.
One of those where you look at her eyes and you're like, oh, this is a real bad idea. One of those that has been squatting for the past 5 years and is really proud of it, has not a dime to show for it, but still rambles on very angrily about how she's not on drugs, despite people telling, well, where's all that free money from squatting? I think, but even then, when I was like, I never want to see this woman again, she is here, and I'm going to try to get my dick sucked.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already here. Yeah, so
I thought, I'm surprised that often when the brain and the penis are playing chess like that, something this extreme, the brain is winning out. But no, it's like, dude, we're here. I'm half hard just because I haven't been serviced. Come on, fuck you, brain. It's over.
I'm shutting you off now, brain. It's going on autopilot. It's that Russian roulette of chicks when you're dealing with crazy women. It's like, okay, I know this could be potentially really good, but I might wake up in an alley somewhere missing a kidney. So it's kind of, it is that 6 of one, half dozen of the other kind of scenario.
Massive titties and a cute face can, I could lose me a kidney.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
One or the other, probably not, but together, the massive tits and the cute face, dunzo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's I used to refer to certain women as what we call pinky toe hot. Like it's like they're so like, what, I'll lose a pinky toe. Cut it off. Yeah, I'm in. If it gets me a night with this, yes, let's lop that son of a bitch right off. Kidney, yeah, it's gonna take a lot, but
kidney is an absolute whoopsie. We were hoping it would be a pinky toe night, and we were a bit outside. You were going for that gold. Mr. Z is ready to goon out an AC, baby. Are you
Nice.
headed up to kill Kevin by chance?
No. I think that's Super Bowl Sunday, right? Or is it they're doing it different? They were doing it
I
different
think
this
it's
year.
this weekend. A
Oh, is this
lot of
weekend?
shit has
Okay.
hit the fan. I watched a Doom video. I think it's yesterday. It was supposed to be this weekend, and there is just a massive clusterfuck
Yes.
of booking the venue. So thank you, Doom, for covering that.
Yeah, from what I heard, that they were trying to charge tickets to a place that only takes reservations and doesn't sell tickets. So
The way that they were going back and forth, Chad was like, yeah, but the venue's free. But people can just walk in and out. Yeah, but it's free. It was a who's on first bit that goes on 35 minutes. I couldn't even play a portion that Doom put out there because the whole thing, it is Laurel and Hardy, it is Abbott and Costello. So what are we doing? We can't rent it out. No, like their regulars are gonna.
Chad, you're a fucking idiot. Chad, we can't sell tickets to a restaurant. Chad, I can see it already. I can see that argument happening. Without even watching it, I can see the argument. Poor Chad. He steps on every rake he could possibly find. What's this playing? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel sympathy for Chad.
Oh, I don't either. We don't have to. This kind of a thing just to say, "Oh, poor Chad." Yeah. Be totally honest. Yeah, Chadwick.
That does. I have been wanting to get back into doing live shows, kind of as a host. I dabbled in stand-up comedy, but yeah, not for me. You've really got to grind those bits for fucking years to find all those hooks before. I'd get tired of it in a few months, and let's move on to something else. A better writer than a stand-up for sure.
Yeah, so that's like you'd rather be the behind the scenes guy. It's like, okay, you here's some words for you. Say them. I'm gonna stand over here. No, that's a lot less pressure.
The creative process of actually that's what'll be debuting soon on this channel of Hindsight Rewrite. with the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, and I have notes for Stuttering John's One Too Many as well. Like I would, Carrie Fisher became like a renowned script doctor, so that's something I'd like to get into. So that's what I'll dabble in on my channel. Here's this mess that we got. Here's my mind with trying to retain your nonsense and actually make something entertaining and a story out of it.
Sounds kind of fun, actually. It's weird.
I was inspired by another YouTuber who's doing what ifs from the Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul universe, and I wanted to do this for a while, but just seeing someone else do it, I was like, okay, I see how he's doing. I'll jump off from there.
Yeah. It's the guys like in various shows. I've given them a couple ideas of stuff they can do for the show, just, and I'm always happy when they use them. But I think the one I'm proudest of is our friend Wendy Pack, aka Wendy the Retard. If those who don't know who Wendy Pack is, she needed a catchphrase for when she gets a tip from somebody. She gets like a Cash App or a Rumble rant or whatever. And so I said, Wendy, how about this? And now every time Wendy gets something for someone, she yells, "Nice tits, bitch!" And I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud that every time Wendy gets something, she yells that, and it was my idea.
Especially because she's like a big celebrity in our parts.
Yes.
Basically everyone in this community is aware of Stern, and it's like, oh, that she was one of the players back on the day.
Yeah, I was on with her last night. I've noticed lately, because Wendy's getting a little older, I've had like several celebrity lookalikes that look like Wendy now. I think Uncle Vito from Viva La Bam looks a lot like her. Exactly. Yeah. John Kruk, and I remember what John Kruk looks like recently. Looks a lot like Wendy. And my new one, WC Fields. Do a split screen of Wendy and WC Fields. it's remarkable. So I love Wendy. I was actually on Wendy's show for a little bit last night before before my device started, the battery started dying. I'm like, oh, this is my out. I can get out of here.
Yeah, that's what when I got out of Uncle Jack's show, my face was just completely covered by a chat, and he was doing drunk karaoke. So I was like, oh, all right, here's my chance.
Yeah, karaoke is usually a good out opportunity. It's like, oh well, I meant to just go to the bathroom and I forgot to come back. Sorry.
Darn, I don't have any karaoke on the docket right here. I was hoping I would have.
If you're an actress,
I've come across surprisingly a surprising amount of women who like their bucket list thing is to do karaoke. And I'm like, there's a karaoke night every night of the week. Every town has a karaoke bar now. What the fuck do you mean? It's a bucket list thing to go down to the bar and blah blah blah.
I guess to work up the courage, maybe is what they mean. Like just to sing in front of other people. I don't know.
I guess that's what it is. And they're like 40, 50, these broads. So that's a long time. I understand that with stand-up a lot more than with karaoke. There's a lot of people that stand up on the bucket list where it does hurt a lot more. We are judging your material, your presentation, rather than...
That's true. It's your baby up there when you're doing a stand-up.
And speaking of, I was trying to make a lateral there. Here's some hot chicks.
Yay!
It was asked at the beginning by one of the regulars. TikTok hotties? Yeah, here we've got a little bit of some TikTok hotties.
Person lymphedema, I think I
that will ogle at for a bit.
High BP, high cortisol, lymphedema,
Also part of the
if you constantly get migraines, if you have
QVC part
insomnia,
of
you need a
TikTok.
little assistance on the
I
bed,
see.
If you have a weak pelvic floor, if you need
That's
lymphatic
become a
drainage,
big part
it is
of
changing
TikTok,
every day.
is the selling
Over
shit.
130,000
And Jiggly
of them
Thighs,
have been sold.
favorite.
They have a 4.7 star rating, and they have about
I have a weak
10,000
pelvic
reviews that you
floor.
guys
Maybe I
can
should
go
get one of
over
these.
as well. So make sure you guys are reading those reviews.
It's
right?
on sale.
I can speak for myself and my family. And
well,
thousands
it's
of people
understandable
that
why you
have
have that
played
weak
for
pelvic
me.
floor to get that
But
fist
this
up
is
there
really changing.
Yes.
in order to
So the
operate you.
difference between the
Yeah,
two
having
goes
no
down. The
legs
pink one
what
is
to speak of
300,
whatsoever
the
is
black
an
one is
issue also.
230. The pink one has that non-slip gripping material on
The
it.
penguin.
and different
Cool.
pictures of
Quack, quack, quack,
on
quack.
it. The black one has that plain, smooth surface. The
Like sexy Darth Vader.
And the one was just told, get off your fucking phone. You're live.
I'm telling my
You think you're
friends,
off the
okay?
screen? Nope, now back to it. Looks like Aaron Imholt running his show.
You know, all the rest of them hate her. Gosh, this one's on the phone now.
Looks like everyone is just not giving a shit. Well, we've got our 2 not giving a shit on their phones, and our 2 that are into it.
I like the dress, though. That's it. I like the dress. Apparently, the other girl does too. Well, that
Yeah,
went,
hits those problem areas.
that went 0 to 60 really quickly.
That's it. That's her dance move.
Yeah, that's the one arm. The one arm dance because the other arm's holding onto the phone. There we go. All right, this is picking up.
Is it picking up?
Well, yeah.
Is the dancing getting better?
Yes.
She's
Yeah,
she's figured out a variant.
Yeah, then she's got 2 arms working. She can kind of work the whole body. It's very nice. Things are jiggling and bouncing. So yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't advancing much. It just like, what else can I do? Kind of like she might be a skinwalker, not knowing what to do with her body and music. Look, I'm doing different things.
I'm gyrating various parts of my anatomy. Aren't I cool? Aren't I pretty? Tell me I'm pretty.
And you're the cutest. I love you, Dalston.
That is also a cheat code to a free handy. You're pretty. Hold her hand as well. She might spit on it instead of just give you a dry one.
That's it. That's definitely a better effect. We'll bring out the old popcorn bucket and hope for the best.
Fuck yeah! It's lubed. It comes with lube. The popcorn bucket.
It's really buttered. Tastes delicious too, just in case.
We made it over 80,000. La cigar. Let's make it to 100,000. Come on, babies. Let's make it to 100,000. La cigar.
Medea fan, I take it. I don't know how much these hearts are worth, but the big ones are worth $15. Most of these are a couple of cents.
You know, thanks to you, I can't watch any of these videos now without waiting for someone to throw a mustache on her face. Where's the mustache? Where's the mustache?
That was the absolute best one, and some absolutely hate it. I'm still coming across. There was one just a couple of weeks ago. A brand new one that didn't have her transition voice quite right. Sounded more like a Muppet. It wasn't even just the mustache. Any like Elvis hair people would put on her.
Sounded like Meatwad.
That's what she sounded like. It was more of a meatwad than a Muppet. She had her wig, but not really the voice down. Sounded more like a comic relief on Adult Swim.
I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I'm hungry. What's for dinner? I'm hungry. What's for dinner?
Come.
I'm hungry. What's for dinner? Heart.
Actually, I forgot to look that up. I heard there was a bukkake-related death. Have you heard about this? Have you heard this?
I have not, but I can kind of figure out how it could happen. Might be drowning.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to click on this link, but here I did just search it up. Japanese porn star drowns in semen while filming. Yeah, let me not share this while I look at it. Let me share the other video and try to get more information about that.
Fair enough. There's several ways that she could have died. She could have slipped on the aftermath, smashed her skull into something.
I'm going to drowning.
Drowning is the first thing I thought of too.
Oh yeah, I guess that's what everyone's going for. But just the simple slip on cum and give yourself a deadly concussion, that's even more hilarious. Because you made it out. You made it through the most horrible part of your day of taking dozens of loads. And like your gag reflex. You see the girl's gag reflex as they're holding it. Oh, not yet, not yet.
Gets too much in her eye, walks down a flight of stairs, can't see where she's going. There's all kinds of potential hazards. Attacked by Cardiff.
I'm hungry. What's for dinner?
I love her pause mode.
the hands in this motion is like the default for
Yeah.
everyone.
Right, it's like you're when you hit the start button.
Roses, my favorite. Roses, my favorite. Roses, my favorite.
Cocaine, my favorite. That sort sounds like.
We're almost there. If we reach our galaxy goal, I'll end the live right away.
She looks more like an MDMA girl. She would have that pacifier with the neon lights in them.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can have a normal life.
That ship has sailed, lady.
She's actually like, break me free of this prison. This brings in the money, and once I meet my rent minimum, I can fucking knock it off.
Please, rich guy, get me the fuck away from this.
Gang.
Guys are beating off to this, right? Some guys are just
It's like
viciously beating off to this.
Like the people giving her like corn and all those other things for a penny at a time, like it's a control thing. I can control you for as low as 20 pennies a day.
Right. It's their Westworld fantasy sort of coming to life.
But they don't have the Westworld budget. They just got a few pennies at a time. So you get, what's for dinner? Nom nom nom, nom nom nom. I am fascinated by this trend.
It's a noodle.
It is indeed a noodle.
Yes.
We've got a noodle of, I think there's one more just slightly off screen there. Oh, and they're teaching us lessons too.
Swan or goose? You decide.
It's the one with like the that bonnet on. There is something very kinky in her eyes. It's it's hidden. It's not on the surface. But all the other ones, they kind of look like dead fish to me.
Yeah, I guess the one just to her right looks very dead inside.
Oh, noodle! New Girl has indeed trademarked a noodle of Japanese ladies.
Nice. Well done, New Girl.
We'll have to lease that from you. Hopefully, we'll get a smaller rate for a year rather than just one-time usage of a noodle. Because I would like to have a big old bunch of noodles.
A C cup of noodles.
The way I said that sounded more like a wiener, didn't it?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out that sound.
That was like last week.
Don,
we never figured out there was a mystery sound that was going on with one of the women just off screen. That our buddy Rini, I just saw checking in, was very like, this is disturbing me, and we don't know what the fuck she was doing off screen. It might have just been brushing her teeth. Certainly sound like blowing.
Doing well, how are you? Thanks for joining. Shano, yo, what's cracking? Do you have something stuck in your teeth? Yeah, I do.
It's a monotone angel. But very, very white teeth.
That just makes me laugh. Oh yeah, my teeth are fucking. That was something moving to Los Angeles and seeing all those bright whites and how mine just look like an ashtray in comparison. I'm like, oh.
All right, that works. Thank you, RJ, 1756. I appreciate you looking out.
I appreciate you pointing out my
What
flaws.
did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet?
Supplies. That doesn't always work for me. Pointing out their flaws. A lot of times that'll get you a fucking black eye.
I think the joke is the Asian janitor jumps out of the closet.
She did miss that part because that was the joke in UHF. I immediately go to UHF supplies.
Oh, thanks, Darren. Darren, I'm doing pretty well. It took me a while to get myself to come on here, but I'm here now.
I don't know if I would have picked up on that,
What
new
up,
girl.
BJ?
That's a girl
I did
notice
not-
right there. That's a girl noticing another girl thing right there for sure.
Yeah, I did not notice how paper thin that those lips were. You paste those eyebrows on there, just collagen.
Thank you, Dan. Dan Freeman.
0. Yeah, they joking with you.
Oh, whoa.
Mute button.
The emphysema hour.
Mute button, Susie.
Jesus Christ. Someone help that girl.
Okay, she's back.
You're right. Oh,
But how about your motherfucker?
oh, I didn't mean to put 5. She's still going. Okay, I think she.
Oh yeah, and I always like to set this up. This is a battle where you just encourage people to give you money. The coughing queen has $2, and the two ladies over here also have $2.
was sick yesterday.
Wait a minute, guys.
Susie, can you give us a clam slam?
Say what now?
That is a solid finishing move, the clam slam.
Clam slam. Yeah.
She broke my pelvis with the clam slam.
Like the reverse stink face.
Death by snoo snoo.
You guys are not ready for this clam slam.
Yeah, you.
Actually, there is a reverse stink face. It was X-Pac's move, the Bronco Buster.
Oh, the Bronco Buster. Yeah, but that was on the chest, though. Not so much the face.
She asks people if they can tongue punch her fart box.
Of course she did.
I can do it, but please, a little baby wipe beforehand. That would be fantastic.
Dang.
Wow. Spandex, yay.
Yes, this is indeed what TikTok Live was made for. Usually, we don't have camels and titties of such massive size.
That's such solid camera work. Profile. There you go.
Got to get the full. You've got no Wi-Fi beyond your ass. Your ass is so big it blocks out the Wi-Fi.
I think I know where a hotspot is. Fuck yeah.
She's looking around. She's
So am I.
Remember, you're on TikTok too. You're not just on Strip Chat, lady.
I wonder how long she did this for. Who was watching her?
Just her entire workout, I imagine. People do 30, 60 minutes on that machine.
Just in case you weren't sure she had boobs, just pull that down for a second. There you go. I don't know why.
Tutorial though.
Yes.
You do need tutorials on how to step.
And record at the same time. I wonder if she's got this on a selfie stick. She's got it mounted on something, but it seems to be the camera itself seems to be moving. Don't know why that
She
occurred to
did
me.
try to take it to her butt. I'm not sure if it's right there in her hand. She does have a free hand. We've got a couple things for her.
Yes, exactly. You know, while you're there, you got a free hand. Some random guy just walking on the treadmill behind her. Don't mind me, I'm good.
No. I'm gonna wait in line for this treadmill. I don't want any other work equipment. That's the one I want.
This is my lucky treadmill. Need to be here.
I do not have a lucky treadmill because I am still a fat, lazy bastard. It's like a struggle of getting to a certain amount of fat where just everything feels uncomfortable, and then it's like, okay, do I gotta go to the gym? Can I just get away with cutting off sodas and walking a little bit more so I don't have to work out?
I can't just get rich enough for surgery so I can just have all this taken away. Okay, let's do that. Life's so much easier. Hey,
Have you seen the
Just
fridge
get rid of all this.
magnets of Dr. Now from 600 Pound Life? That's a nice motivator.
Oh no, I'm not. I've actually do what they did. They just call you a fat fuck when you go in the refrigerator or something.
Just fridge magnets with all
Oh.
of Dr. Now's quotes of what a fat
okay.
fuck you are and why are you doing this?
Who's a little peaky? Was it the Jim Norton? Was it the Chipperson one? The Piggy Boy song he used to sing? Do you remember that one? Like
I vaguely remember Piggy Boy.
Yeah, it was a little piggy boy, a fat piggy boy, little Jimmy Norton, he's a fat piggy boy. He used to sing that on the show. Fantastic.
It seems like Jim Norton is on a renaissance as well. His new show, Jim Norton Can't Help You, is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was like he was just shackled to Sam Roberts. Like Sam Roberts is like a talent vacuum. He's an EMP device for Jim Norton's funniness the past however many fucking years they were doing that.
Sam was great running into the studio with stuff and then leaving. As a host, not so much. Yeah.
And you always want to aspire to more. It's understandable. He wanted to be the guy. And after you were the guy, it was somehow you snubbed out Jim Norton's funniness for years.
I just started watching. Yeah, he just had Anthony on his new show. So I started watching it on my way home last night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm home already. All right, I'll watch this tomorrow." I forgot I was working today. Not working today. I mean, so tomorrow on the way to work, I'll have that in the car.
Nick Mullen is another one who, like, that's someone who I met like once in open mics, and I'm like, son of a bitch. That was why did I get my comedy partner who just fucking imploded and. Had to miss out on fucking Nick and Stavi, who really put that shit together.
This is a lot of comedy team ups have been falling apart lately. So particularly in our little universe,
it's just like any other relationship. You start smelling each other's farts too often, and like Cumtown, they really haven't spoken publicly about it. But Nick and Stavi had some type of falling out where they're like, no, I'm done making hundreds of thousands of dollars with you a year.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you both put the toilet paper on roll the opposite way, and it keeps pissing each other off. Like, no, it's underneath, not over the top. What's wrong with you?
I got such a big laugh when The Simpsons did that joke. They got a violation for toilet paper being hung in the improper overhand fashion, and I cheered because I'm an underhand person.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I made the mistake of just. I actually thought I was at an ex-girlfriend's house once that she put the toilet paper on wrong. I'm like, oh, I'll fix this. Oh boy, did not hear the end of that for quite some time. Sorry, I know it's your house, I know it's your place, I'm not trying to fucking control you. Just thought you fucked up because it's stupid this way. So you have cats, for fuck's sake. You know they're gonna fucking half their shit's gonna end up on the floor, but fine, fuck me, whatever.
Yeah, you choose to do it that way. That's your business.
Yeah, the great battle between men and women, the toilet paper battle,
and the toilet seat battle. I forgot that there was an episode of South Park where a woman died because she fell into the toilet seat.
That the TSA had to take it over or something.
I see. Kip Smith and New Girl are getting in caps. Kip Smith wants me to say some words, but New Girl says no. Trap. Don't do it.
Perhaps if you ask in a super chat, Kip, you might get your way. Suggesting.
Yes. Any super chat does supersede the no, I won't say that. And I found a lady. I think she is wanting some more super chats. She isn't asking for us to buy a symbol from her. I think I introduced her on the last episode of TikTok Around the Clock. I wanted to edit this down because she rambles. So if you just let me know if you tap out, because this whole thing, I was like, how do I take anything out of her ramblings? So let me know. Would you buy a symbol from this woman? to the alien mothership.
Today is February 1st, and I have another message from the aliens. I'm an interdimensional communicator, which means I can communicate with angels and aliens and other interdimensional beings. Today's message comes from Alien Hetros, who's going to be one of the...
Okay, so beyond Riley Martin, he only communicated with aliens. Aliens, angels, and other interdimensional beings, such as the wormhole aliens from Deep Space Nine.
I two things instantly jump out. A, the bangs. These are bangs to the nth level, and of course the little whatever that is on her forehead, I guess, to communicate with the other dimensions.
The way the bangs are combed, I've not quite seen that. It's coming to like a circle, the same way that her headdress, Jewel, is coming to a circle there. So there must be meaning to this hair.
Yeah,
this means something. She originally carved this hairstyle in mashed potatoes.
Exactly. In the head.
Thank you, American Cupcake, for the $5. Google toilet paper patent just to see how wrong you guys are. So we are apparently the rebels. American Cupcake says the patent specifically states overhand. But sometimes the inventor, they think they know what's good, but then the consumer gets a hold of it and it's like, oh, underhand.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it like, Cupcake, are you flying in a Wright Brothers plane? Because otherwise, there have been changes made since the original patent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you are delivering in a box truck, not just in an open horse carriage, basically, with a little bit of glass right here, otherwise an open chassis. Thank you for the €2, new girl. Don't say anything to Kip. Uh-oh. That might be a problem, because then Kip Smith drops in with a $5. I'm sorry about the link incident. Please say we are cool. Also, FNG.
NG.
FNG. Need some more NG.
Need more NG.
We've been around goofing on Stuttering John for so long. Like, those are deep cuts, that NG and bologna sandwich. And now John is kind of back, kind of not back. I guess he just stopped in to watch Rob Saul nod off. And maybe Rob Saul can start fucking horses instead of dogs to get full consent, as we saw earlier.
Seems like more work than Rob really wants to put in, to be totally honest. Dogs, little itty bitty, they can put him on his lap and just, gyrate while the show's going on. The horse, you gotta really get a stool, do some climbing. It's a lot of work.
And if he's got a little small peen, that does help his case for those little teeny adorable dogs that he can just like the vet wouldn't even notice anything is amiss.
Right, like those dogs are like a they're not even. It's like they're a warmer for his schlong. It's really all they exist for, like a muff. Yeah. Terrible person.
First.
Oh yes, she does refer to another message. This was the one I featured on TikTok around the clock, where the alien mothership is in the Gulf of Mexico, and there's a couple others around the United States, and they're going to reveal themselves. And this was from January 15th, something around there. And I believe we're cool, Kip Smith. I didn't say it, but the aliens, I believe they want us to be cool, and I want to get on that mothership. So yeah, just a prediction of the mothership is here. They're revealing themselves any day. That hasn't come to fruition.
5 aliens to actually come down to Earth to help us. Here's how Alien Hetros would like us to imagine him, in either his alien form or his human expression. He's the leader of the Advisory Council of 5. He'll be coming to Earth in his human expression. They tell me that's going to happen later this year, but they asked me not to be more specific than that. They learned their lesson from their January predictions. They say that human free will is just too volatile right now to try to nail down a particular time frame. As usual, I received the message.
Damn human free will.
is too volatile. Like they were here, and we are going to reveal ourselves. That has nothing to do with human free will.
No.
They just didn't reveal themselves.
Lazy pricks.
telepathically. I typed it up on my iPad. I checked with him to make sure I got it right, and now it's ready for you. Here's what he
Dum 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 dum.
Love that song.
She gives this explanation every time, I think. But every time I think of the Joseph Smith interpreting onto the gold plates, dum 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 dum.
had to say. We feel your love and your sadness for the loss of alien cest. We too feel great sadness for the
Alien incest? What?
Yeah, let's take that back a little bit.
That's what I heard.
We feel your love and your sadness for the loss of alien cest.
The Galactic Federation has ruled alien incest can no longer go on. Maybe that's why they're coming to Earth to fuck us, because it's all one family now. It's alien incest unless they start fucking humans.
It's a terrible image. Bunch of like single tooth aliens all trying to bang each other. How do you
We too
circumcise
feel
an
great
alien?
sadness for the human.
How do you circumcise an alien? You kick his sister in the chin.
I love that old West Virginia joke.
Yes.
Human lives also lost in the crash. We will not comment on the circumstances of the crash, but it did not surprise us. We recognized the likelihood of alien cest experiencing an outcome such as this. We still consider his mission a grand success. The body he inhabited was merely a vessel for his soul.
So was Alien Cest the helicopter pilot? She's not being specific about the crash. Was he one of the 67 that they just fished out of the sea? One of them was an alien, apparently.
When she said she he inhabited another body, I assumed she meant his sister. So.
It's that old habit dying hard of alien incest.
Mm-hmm. They're looking at us like we're
While
weird.
he
What do
was-
you mean you guys don't have incest here? What's wrong with you?
We're going to have to go to West Virginia only. Those
Yes.
are the truest people we have ever met.
On assignment. That temporary body died in the crash, but his soul returned home. His experience on Earth was similar to experiences you might have when you dream. His soul had a temporary experience that was separate from his true self. Then he woke up, back home again. The crash ended his mission, but his soul did not die. He returned right back to us and is now recuperating before he volunteers for his next assignment. We want you to know that human lives work exactly the same way. Your soul is currently having a temporary experience, just like a vivid dream when you sleep. Your current...
Here's where it turns into, like, she's very on the border of starting to shill religious stuff, but it's science. It's aliens. No. We are not going up into the fictional heavens. We're going up into the real heavens. Chip Smith has a great idea for the episode title, Alien Incest.
The Alien Ant Farm.
Band name as well. Yeah,
There
better
you go.
band name than Alien Ant Farm.
I think so.
That's all I remember from them is the Michael Jackson cover.
Yeah.
And they really tried to make movies happen. That second single that was also their first single from the album, they released that again and again. It wasn't happening at Ant Farm.
Yeah, everyone liked your spiffy cover of the Michael Jackson song. What the hell was
Smooth
it?
Criminal it was.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal. I enjoyed it, but then no one gave a shit immediately afterwards. It's like, all right, move on. Yeah,
I
you
can't
made it.
even name another song besides movies. And the only reason I remember that one is because of the bizarre story that they released it, it bombed. Oh, we had a hit. We're going to make that first hit a hit, damn it. That first single a hit.
Sorry.
Human body is only a vessel for your soul to inhabit while you fulfill the assignment for which you volunteered. You each have a purpose for this lifetime. You signed up for this mission before you arrived on Earth, just like Alien Cest did. Because you are human, you are designed to forget.
I can't escape it. Every time I just hear Alien Cest, that's all I'm hearing.
Every human on Earth is just like alien incest.
Family reunions
Yeah,
are
you're
great on whatever planet she's talking about. Just orgies.
assignment when you are born. Each lifetime is a journey of remembering. When you reach the end of each journey, your human body dies, but your soul returns home. After each life as a human, your soul is welcomed into the heavenly realm to rest and reflect on your completed mission.
Well, at least you get some
So-
rest from all the incest.
So alien heaven, similar to human heaven, but I'm sure she's going to tell us how we have it wrong. And Kip Smith, this is where I joined the other night, where they sang just atrocities with Baby Shark. Alien.
Incest.
That's too many syllables.
You got to shoehorn it. It's part of the game.
Yeah, that we're shoehorning the hell out of alien incest to get the to do.
Kip had one the other night that was like 14 syllables long, and we shoehorned it into the song. So, like, all right, enough of this already. Let's move on to something else. Do.
Your soul learns from the successes, failures, and karmic debt that is both accrued and healed in each lifetime. Heaven is a place where your soul can celebrate as well as recover. There are two distinctions of the heavenly realm that are described inaccurately in the Bible and other.
Aha! I knew it. Heaven is real, not Israel. Heaven is a factual place.
Religious texts. 1. Heaven is only a resting place. It is not the final destination.
Heaven's a day
And
spa.
2.
Death Spa. Oh, did you recently watch Death Spa on Movies with Tooke?
No, I did not. That might be one we look up now.
I think it was featured on Red Letter Media, Death Spa. If I remember correctly, the killer was using just this gigantic safety pin as their murder weapon.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
All souls are invited to enter heaven upon completing a lifetime on earth. You do not have to do anything, be anything, or believe anything in order to be invited into heaven. There are no tests you must pass. You do not need to be baptized. You are not required to visit Mecca. You do not need to align yourself with Jesus or any other teacher. None of these things are needed.
Okay, this goes on for another minute and a half.
I was going to say,
gonna jump.
apparently living on our life on Earth is just an internship from when we get to heaven.
And we volunteered. I don't know if she got into that yet. I might be jumping over that. All of us humans volunteered. So this is an internship here on Earth that at some point we're going to rest.
Credits we're getting? How many credits are we getting for this internship?
Yeah. And do we get more credits if we go to one of the more shitholy places? Can we say that again now that shithole country president is back?
I do have one problem with her interpretation of heaven, and it's simply this. She says, when you get to heaven, you can rest and recover. If I get to heaven and I feel like I need to recover, I'm not in heaven. I want to feel great when I get to heaven. Like, oh, this is fantastic. I'm like 22 again. I feel amazing. When you get to heaven and you're exhausted, like, fuck, I can finally lay down. It's like, no, I want to feel awesome.
You come in just absolutely battered from your internship. Maybe it'll reverse age you in heaven. That'd be nice. I don't know.
Because like a reverse mortgage.
Yes, a reverse mortgage is how heaven works for humans.
Uniquely suited for your specific assignment. Some of you are already well aware of your purpose. Others of you are just on the precipice of awakening to your mission. All of you are on Earth on purpose, and you will all be welcomed home when your mission is complete. So that's the message for today. Several of you have asked me questions about death and heaven.
It is my mission. Damn it. I try not to be a hack, and now not only am I singing, I'm singing show tunes. So I'm a gay hack.
Gack, if you will.
I used to love some gack from Nickelodeon. Had some fun consistency. And if you put it into a jar, you could make fart sounds with it.
That's true. Yeah, I do miss games where kids and parents were getting globbed by giant piles of whatever the fuck that stuff was, the gack and stuff. It's like, what a way for the family to bond, and then probably scream at each other later.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also sold ooze, just a mess. Here, make a mess. I got to play with it once, and it was all over the floor. Of course, I didn't get to play with it again.
Yeah, I think we've all had that one toy where the parents gave it to you and instantly realized it was a terrible mistake. Mine was a lion tamer's whip from the circus. And which my yes,
was it a
toy
version of it?
Yeah, it was a little. It was a tiny. Went to the circus. It was a tiny whip. My brother who had multiple eye surgeries because he was cross-eyed, had just recovered from his last eye surgery, and well, he looked enough like a lion. Well, that was the last time I ever got to play with that toy. I barely avoided the beating of my life that day.
If you were probably just an inch away from getting that beating. They just wasted money on this cross-eyed kid, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, what ended up happening? We had the belt hanging in the bathroom, the warning belt, and I knew where my dad was going, and he went for the belt, and I went for the belt. And little 7-year-old me got there just before he did. And I grabbed the buckle, and he grabbed the other end, and became the funniest tug of war in history. As I swung around the house like a fucking like a parade float, trying to hang on to this thing until he just burst into laughter, and that's how I avoided the beating, by him cracking up. It was terrible.
You were able to be too funny to get a beating. What a talent!
Yes. Yeah, my favorite part. He goes, "Let go of the belt," and I said, "So you can hit me with it." No, I'm never going to go with this fucking belt, ever.
That's the funniest child violence story I've heard in quite a while.
It's adorable trauma.
Instead of beating me, my dad got me an ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, we're taking this away, okay? By the way, your brother's still in there crying. I got to go check on him. What are you gonna do? These things happen.
Shit happens. So, sometimes you cripple a sibling for life.
Yeah. Got him right between the fucking eyes too. That was the worst part. Like right on the bridge of the nose. I was like, oh Jesus, it could have possibly been worse. Rather than actually hitting the eye.
Well, let's cheer you up after going down that traumatizing road. Let's take you to a puppet strip club
awesome.
To get your wits about yourself.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's the Donald. He's celebrating.
Nice. Hope we put $1 for both of us. Is that the bass player from Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem? She's falling on hard times.
I actually did not notice her without her overly done makeup. I guess she's doing understated makeup so people won't recognize her.
She looks less like Uma Thurman here than she normally does.
Oh, it's one of the hack puppets.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jeff Foxworthy puppets. It's one of his puppets.
Not Foxworthy, but yeah, we're both trying to pull the
Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, Dunham.
Dunham. That's a Foxworthy. I get that. We got my Jeffs confused. New Girl says 2K, cover your eyes. I'm so innocent. No.
This is the first time I've ever heard this puppeteer say anything. I was intensely surprised that it's a woman.
Security! Sounds like Melanie Mack. Yelling something different than what she normally yells.
Yeah, Melanie Mack, she quickly turned into the Simpson meme of "Say the line, Melanie."
Exactly. Yeah, you know you are, New Girl. Sorry, I had to address that. Just being sexy with me.
That's why she wants you to cover your eyes.
I'm seeing this, but I'm thinking of you, New Girl. Remember that.
Froggy Gina. Oh, she's actually, that used to be the name up top, was Froggy Gina. Now just down to Gina.
Just Gina. Ever since the divorce. It's a bird. It's a bird.
Looks like he's decided to give Vagina another chance.
It is some impressive pole work, I have to say. Bert thought he was walking into thunder from down under.
Ernie, it was actually Ernie who was the one man, one jar. That's why Bert can't have fun with him anymore. Someone just had that audio, and it was like a YouTube video. You know exactly what this is, don't you? Yeah, it's a jar shattering up a man's asshole.
Oh, God, I can do it. Like, crash. Oh, no. Oh, this is a horrible mistake. What have I done? How am I going to explain this to the ER? Oh, there's Ernie. Wash your hands.
It's a night out for the Melanie Mac F words. So that's some of the madness going on with TikTok Live that is still going to be around for a little bit at least. We'll see after the next 90 days. But
I was thinking that every good strip club has like a guy, a DJ in the booth. I'm just imagining Rolf the dog being the DJ.
Absolutely, Rolf, much more than Dr. Teeth. As you said, it's the ladies of the Dr. Teeth band down on her luck that are actually dancing. So Dr. Teeth, he's probably, well, he's a pimp, obviously. Fucking look at him. They had to get away from Dr. Teeth. That pimping was too much for him. They downgraded or upgraded, depending on how you look at it, to stripping.
Yeah. I mean, if she was a female comedian, she would have been on OnlyFans in 3 seconds, because apparently that's the thing that female comedians do. But not you don't hear any bass players doing it, but you know.
I remember when wrestling ladies would be, I imagine they still are, unless there's a company edict against it, because there's a lot of pervs in wrestling that'll pay for bikini pics of ladies you see on a bikini at least once a week.
The guys who are buying their underwear. My cousin Tooke tells a story, or one of his handler Rocco, about how he used to sell girls' underwear to creeps while he was in college. And they weren't really, they would, they would have like some girl put them on one time and go, okay, we're going to send these to someone. They were just selling used underwear, where they were just underwear worn by one person one time, and people were buying it. It's fantastic.
And we've seen vending machines. Oh, actually, I was talking about the news story earlier. Why not lateral over to some of that? Share screen. There we go. The bukkake death.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And let's see. Is this an actual reputable? The Gold Water. I don't know if this is a reputable source. I want to believe this is true.
And it did say drowns. The headline did say drowns in semen while filming bukkake scene. So at least we know the cause of death.
Unfortunately, however, during the filming, the Japanese actress began to choke on the semen, according to witnesses. The camera crew stated that they thought that she was actually acting, when in fact she was unable to breathe. She had swallowed too much of a load, apparently.
It's like the cinnamon challenge, only, way more disgusting.
It's actually too many loads. It wasn't too much of a load. It was too many of the loads.
Right. She's drowning and they're still coming. No pun intended. I guess there was a pun intended, but it's like, no, can you guys stop? I didn't hear. She's laying on the floor unconscious. Just keep going, fellas. Keep going.
The director was angry at first, telling her that she had ruined the shot. Then once it was realized that she really couldn't breathe, everyone became shocked. The camera operator said the male actors panicked afterward, but fortunately one of them was a skilled emergency medical responder before he became a porn star.
Can you imagine the director said, mouth to mouth, though?
That's where we're at. That's the part of the story we're at.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, and I'm sharing the wrong fucking tab. There's the proper tab. The director said he tried to scoop as much of the semen out before starting mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but it was too late. There was nothing anyone could have done.
She lays there dying for another 10 minutes. There's nothing we can do. Sorry. Can't we? Yeah, if only she wasn't dead. He's still choking for the 10 more minutes. No one wants to give him out the mouth. Oh, God.
The act of just pulling it all out. He has to like pump her so she vomits out all that cum.
This is the weirdest Heimlich maneuver in history. Imagine though, like they do the Heimlich, she coughs out like 3 gallons of semen. It was like, oh God. We're just running away from her. Death by cheese, yes, dead for. Sorry. Oh God, it's so terrible.
Oh, let's go on to
thunder jizzed.
Oh, where's that coming from? Don't know if you heard that. Some ad just popped up. Let's wander over to Craigslist misconnections. Why not? I've been bringing this up each show and did Portland and not a lot going on in Cleveland's misconnections. So this is people who they're missing their friends. They found someone extremely hot, but they didn't ask for their number. So Craigslist misconnections in Miami, Florida. Duffy's, Sunday night. I was at the bar, and you looked at me when I was leaving. Good luck with that one.
That was it? That's the whole thing?
That's the entire thing?
Oh, there you go.
You looked at me as I was leaving Duffy's. Think that lady could use some more information.
I held the door for you, and you said thank you. It's like, fuck, what, dude? Come on. A little something.
Take this one. This one is a little more informative. Goth girl near IKEA, sunrise.
Already has me hooked. Goth girl in IKEA. I mean,
I see you sometimes, and I've always wanted to chat more. If you see this, please reply with a pic of you so I know it's you. I know we would get along very well.
This guy's hoping for like multiple pictures of goth chicks sending him to him. That's what he's trying to reel in here. Doesn't even care about finding this girl. It's like, hey, this random goth girl, send me pictures just in case. You're like goth Cinderella.
It's like that control thing that I mentioned earlier. There's plenty. Just Google goth girl. Go to Grok, the AI Twitter. Actually, I might do that as I ramble on right here to see what Grok brings me for a. Oops, wrong browser. I feel only half prepared this episode. We've got off on so many tangents that I'm like, let me look that up. And then it's like, oh shit, that's right. It takes time to actually look things up.
Damn internet. Why can't you read my mind?
Just prepare my show for me, internet.
Exactly.
Motherfucker. Oh, before I get away from that one, I know we would get along very well. This sounds creepy.
Yes, that
it wasn't creepy until that point. And
you like cutting yourself, and I like watching you cut yourself. We're getting along famously.
This person's looking for a fishing partner. I almost said pissing partner. Don't know why you need a pissing partner.
It could be both.
It's like the opposite of being like the sheltered penis being like too afraid to piss next to someone. I need someone next to me in order to piss. That's your pissing partner. I have a few poles and lures. Looking to have a few friends join for a bass fishing or by the lakes, or we can just go salt fishing also.
This guy's literally just looking for friends.
Like all of his fishing partners are dead. This is an 80-year-old guy.
Yes.
Literally, I don't care what you are. I'm fucking alone. I used this to get away from my wife still. She's the only one still alive, for fuck's sake.
And please get me out of the house and away from this bitch. Gotta get out, please. Anyone. I'll just meet you there. I don't care who you are. Here's my wallet. Just hang out with me.
Outback Steakhouse, Lady in Red. Plantation.
Come bloomin' onion with me.
We were seated at the bar, and you came in for takeout and kept looking over at us. We were the couple laughing and having fun. You were in the cutest red top. Say hi. Wish we could have chatted, but you seem to be in a hurry. Anything going on this weekend?
Hey, we're the couple? So we're just...
Swingers.
Hey, yeah, I guess. I was like, hey, listen, I'm looking at the sheet of my girlfriend. And you look kind of cute.
Yeah, this is absolute swingers
Mm.
who were looking all night, came home empty-handed, and then were just pleasuring themselves. Like they didn't even touch each other at the end
Right.
of the night. They were so disgusted that no one else was touching their genitals, just alone. Ah, the redheaded one.
This is my
Yeah.
interpretation. Is like they were the loud, annoying couple at the bar, and that's why she kept looking over. It's like, oh god, these two ever gonna shut the fuck up? Jesus.
I think you're right there.
Mhm. Yeah, we're laughing, having a good time, and being obnoxious and annoying everyone else trying to enjoy their dinner.
She initially didn't want it to go, is what they didn't notice.
Mhm.
She saw them. Yeah, I'm not even gonna sit down.
Yeah, exactly. You got
What
you
takes
have,
the quickest to make? Yeah, 3 of those.
you have a table for one? Yeah, never mind. I'll take it out. I'm gonna go. I was gonna eat at the bar, but fuck it.
Looking for Ashley and David. Had a great conversation last night. Would love to continue our conversation. So this sounds like the opposite of the swingers. We have a
Mhm.
slinging dick who missed his opportunity to get into that menage a trois.
Mm-hmm. Just like something you could have done. I mean, you're actually having a conversation. You say, hey, this is really a lot of fun. Do you guys ever like me? And if you guys ever come back in here, we can hang out one night. It seems like something that could be easily solved. Not 3
Let's do
days
this-
later writing this thing.
Let's do this next week. Wednesdays.
Right.
That's how I have run into people who I've done this exact thing with. Of like, oh fuck, I didn't get the number. Well, they were there Wednesday. Let's go there Wednesday again.
Exactly.
Looking for Dan and Mary. We met the other night at Johnny B's. Would like to continue our conversation.
Get someone's Facebook, for fuck's sake.
This appears to be the same person. Ashley and David and Dan and Mary really want to continue their conversations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's,
Rick and Rose.
I grew up a relatively shy person, but once you're in a conversation with someone, the comfort level goes up. You're now engaging with them, so you should be okay to say, hey, listen, you guys come in here a lot, let's hang out, blah, blah, blah. But this is just fucking, it's like you didn't give a shit then, and later on thought, hey, I'd like to see those two again. You just throw out a random fishing line and pray to God they read this. It's an awful idea.
Looking for my friends, Rick and Rose. We met at Hollywood Ale House. Let's get together again soon. This is a very dull man. I think these are
Yes.
all him.
Yeah, it's a distinct possibility. That's all one person. It's going to trolling random bars, trying to meet new people, make new friends. And you know what? Now you say that, it makes me think that he was, again, just walking over to random people, annoying them, who were too polite to tell him to go the fuck away. Like, listen, we're trying to have a date here, trying to enjoy our dinner. We really want to talk about you or your new business idea. Can we just please go away? But they're just too nice to say that, and he took it as like an invitation to be their friend someday.
That scenario makes all 3 of these much funnier. Of the fact that he's getting up the gumption to go out and make new friends, and it's never a single person. It's always a couple out for a date night that he's just, hey, how you doing? Let's just chat for hours and hours. Okay.
Yeah, that's happened. That's actually happened to me when I've been on a date, and some random person who's been at a bar has come up. Let's just strike up a conversation. You think, all right, it's gonna be a couple of seconds, and then like you're 15 minutes into this, and you're like, okay, dude, hey, look, hey, don't you know that guy over there? Go talk to him, maybe.
I met.
You can't escape it.
I was out recently, and there was a woman that kind of started getting interested. Like I was out editing video and doing stuff. That's basically what I do. Of like, I'm going out to be social, but I need to get this work done. So we're gonna get some type of work. But yeah, lady comes over to me and start chatting with her at some point of what she's into. There's a couple next to me that somehow we start getting on a Howard Stern talk, and it's like I'm actually at a crossroads there of like, oh fuck. I do want to talk about Sirius XM Howard Stern with you. Oh, actually, it was Wendy. They were fans of Wendy. I was able to. Hopefully, they saw you. Like she's doing shit still. Lady to the left of me who is kind of showing interest. I'll be right with you. We're talking Stern. Fuck Howard Stern. Like that visceral feminist from 1997 type reaction. Fuck him. And I was like, Well, I guess I'm talking with the couple for the rest of the night. There was just such a glimmer of, might be able to get your dick wet. Never mind. Not getting wet now.
Well, thanks, Howard. You ruined something else. You ruined Howard, and then you ruined this. Terrible. I was at a friend's birthday thing at a beer garden sometime last year, and he had a bunch of friends there, couples, some non-couples, and I was talking to another friend or his wife, who just, and then another guy comes over in this group and starts talking to us about QAnon stuff. And at first we're like, and then we could not escape, could not get away from this motherfucker. He walked away for 2 minutes. We're like, what do we do? What do we do? How do we do this? How do we tell this guy to shut the fuck up? And this has nothing to do with political affiliation. The stuff he was saying was bad, like secret messages in like fucking in speeches on the internet. I'm like, dude, can you just please stop talking to me, please? I just want to go. I'm 2 pitchers of beer in, and I'm still not drunk enough for this conversation. But yeah, it was kind of a nightmare.
And just no exit plan.
No.
Every time you try to change the conversation as well to just anything else, right back to it.
Right. He was a baseball fan, so I was trying to talk about baseball. Hey, when you watch baseball, the bottom of the 7th inning is a secret message from Lee Harvey Oswald. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
That's kind of what I walked in with you and Uncle Jack when he was like, "What do you think about Shuley?" Did he? And then everyone in the chat, Dylan, no, talk about anything else.
Exactly. Evade.
We got it, Jack. Dylan, don't go down this road. Fuck, they've been down this road.
Yeah. We were trying to get him off that subject for like God knows how long, and suddenly went right back. Fuck no.
A new person comes in. I hadn't been watching new conversation. Oh, this is where you're going. No. Anywhere else.
Like, hey Jack, what do you think about the Shirley situation? Shut up! Shut the fuck up, you asshole.
But that Shuley's situation actually does remind me of I hadn't seen I've kind of failed at making friends out here in somewhere. I did a very good job in Los Angeles, but one of my drinking buddies, I hadn't seen him at trivia night the past couple of weeks, and then the host informed me he's been picked up for CP. Showed me the news website, and it was possession with intent to distribute, because they all distribute it. So it's like, oh, I guess I got one less friend. I got one less drinking buddy.
That's always a fun revelation. He did what? I found out that, well, again, Nimrod, he found out that his first kiss died recently. And that's a weird revelation. You're at a certain age.
What was his name?
Yeah, exactly. Bart. No, it's a lovely young lady. Actually, he had like a huge. She was like an old girl, was like a few years older than him. He had a huge crush on her, and just she laid one on him one day, and he literally fell over. so the name popped up as a suggestion was a different person. I'm like, I wonder if that person's on Facebook. He looked it up and he's like, oh, she died 5 years ago from cancer. Fucking hell. That's just a revelation. Thank you, Tooke, for bringing the show down. Oh, you're welcome, everybody.
Let's see. Do I have any other death in the clips I have right here? We might be able to make a lateral to this.
Oh, sweet.
from death to fuck it. Yeah. Let's make a lateral to this one right here. Talking about death. Let's get into some car crash analyzation.
Nice.
That is this account, and that's all the account does. I think it does a good job of analyzing these car crashes.
Already is amazing.
I think this analyzation is on point.
Yeah. Very nice, very clever, very clever.
I didn't even mean to be clever. Sometimes cleverness accidentally happens with me.
Yeah, there he is, just in case you didn't see him. You got to fly out of the car. Yeah, you did.
Oof. Going for a nice little trip there.
It's the Lisa Left Eye Lopez footage.
Problem area number 1. Oh, excellent. This guy's got a dash cam and a rear cam.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy, this is not going to be a single car.
Mm-hmm. The pausing is amazing. Nice. Let's imagine this guy living in an apartment. His neighbor just tapping all day long.
Yeah, paper thin walls. Like any place that isn't Los Angeles, you might not be able to hear this, but every Los Angeles apartment, tick, 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 shut up!
Banging on the radiator pipe. Just in case you weren't sure, these are the 2 cars.
I'm glad he was able to get this analyzation in.
Next stop.
Oh, there's...
Oh,
but wait, there's more.
It's going to be a red car gangbang. The car's going to get bukkakied by all these other cars. Oh, jeez.
Oh, speaking of Los Angeles, I'm pretty damn sure we're in downtown Los Angeles here.
He's really driving the point home with these 2. Just in case you're not sure, to count the dashboard cam or whatever it is, whatever you call it on a motorcycle. It's going to be involved in this.
Car, motorcycle.
The lights coming down. Or is it saying that's green?
Yeah, same as the last one, pointing out green light.
Gotcha.
So our dash camera has the right of way.
Circle it really to make sure.
The circle is an extra emphasis. He isn't giving all the time.
No, seriously, this car. This is the one I'm talking about.
The only car on the road. Okay.
Apparently they're in Oz. What's with all the rainbow colors? It's a completely unnecessary pause at that point. Yes, it's right here. This is the problem car, right here.
And not a scratch on the other one.
No.
That extra little, it came from there.
Like the Michael Scott navigation. It's called. No, it says make a left. I'm making a left.
I don't think he's going to fake us out this time. He gave us a fake out on that first one. He just rocked a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that guy went full whiskey throttle there.
That was some fun. Car crash analyze funny is the account. Car crash analyze funny over on TikTok.
It's fantastic. I wonder just how many videos of that he's done, and whether he's gone through multiple like computer screens or TV screens for this.
Like if he actually damaged the screen
Cracks it
through
after a while.
aggressively pointing.
Yeah. I think if you hit it several thousand times, eventually it might affect it in some way, shape, or form.
So that was some more madness from TikTok. We had a couple of more of the brain fart. I shouldn't be brain farting this soon. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh yeah, I'm gonna blame it on just getting over being sick. I was just very fatigued.
I'm not sure if you're aware of the hashtag blame Tooke, but feel free. It's a thing. It's a thing people are doing these days. So feel free. I'm willing to take the hit for everybody. So.
I shall. You son of a bitch.
Yay!
Fucking puppet. So we're still in Miami for some misconnections. Cool night. Let's keep it together in Palm Beach City. Hi. Friday Eve. Going to be a cool night. We can keep each other warm under a blanket. Does that interest you?
This is
Come
more
over
like
and fuck me.
Yeah, it's more of like a dating ad. It sounds like you're listening to me talking to someone specific. You know, it's Friday and I want to fuck. Come on over.
You know who would be great to fuck? Whoever replies to this ad.
Yes, male, female, makes no difference to me. Come on in.
Somewhere in between. In fact, give me one of them somewhere in between. To the front of the line.
Yeah.
Haven't had one of those yet.
Yeah, and it's cool out, so we won't sweat too much. So it's, fantastic. So open a couple of windows, get a nice ocean breeze, maybe. I don't know.
Saw a guy and girl at Walmart, Hollandale. Saw a younger, fun couple at Walmart and said hi. Was brief, but you guys caught my eye. If interested in doing shows just for my entertainment, I have 100 gift cards each to send pics, name, and number, and do your shows. Not even $100. $100 gift card.
Right, exactly. It's like,
you can buy $100 of Kohl's pants.
Exactly. Some awful gift card. Like, so, it's probably a re-gift that they got. I'm going to do with this gift card. I give this. No, I'll just be a perv and watch some people bang for a while. That might work.
I don't think that the girls on the Bang Bus are going to accept these. They can't exchange a Walmart gift card for powder. That's not going to be. They're not interested.
Nimrod was seeing a girl for a while, and her boss offered her money to watch them bang. It's like, I don't think I'm going to pass on this opportunity. It's too creepy. Having another guy in the room. Now, to be fair, she was a stripper, so it made a little more sense. But still,
yeah, basically that's what he was after. You were incidental,
right?
And being that she was a stripper, that probably also influenced him. Of like, she gets naked in front of people,
right?
I wonder if she would fuck in front of people.
Right? Yeah, I would pay her to get naked in front of people. I wonder if I could just pay her to watch her fuck. And she approached me with. I mean, I think she'd already decided to no, but I think she wanted to see what my answer would be. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I'm fine just banging you without anyone else there. I'm not even sure what the dollar amount would have been, but
I haven't done that myself either. I've mentioned I've been to a gangbang. I was dating a very kinky girl who loved to just watch, and she was like, "Do you want to go to a mansion party?" And I was keen to the language being a bunch of people are fucking in someone's mansion. And when I got there, the sites, you've seen the sites before. We've watched gangbang porno. We're perverts.
Yeah.
The smell.
But those are best case scenario. Those gangbangs. Yeah, yes. Feeling is slightly different.
Yeah, those gangbangs are, they've hired the people. They have the proper amount of rods and holes that they're looking for.
They've been vetted.
Whereas this one, they charged everyone. Single women are free to get in. Single men $60, couples $30. But luckily, I was a VIP because I was dating the kinky lady. She was a VIP in the kink industry, kink industry, just the
Yeah.
underground perv industry of Los Angeles. So
alternative lifestyles.
yeah, I wasn't opposed to getting into it, but the numbers were all off because there was this one girl who got just completely shit can drunk, and the gangbang referee. There were gangbang referees. He was like, "You cannot consent." And a bunch of the ladies were like babysitting her, so the numbers were already fucked.
Okay.
But thanks to this one girl, the numbers were even more fucked up.
Like, can you babysit her while sucking on this? Possibly even this out a little bit. You do both, right? You keep an eye on her, an eye on this. It'll be fine. Yeah,
and it would actually be a fun type of keep away where the one babysitting is sucking some cock. The one being babysat, she really wants to suck that cock. But no. This is assault, even though you want to do it because you were too drunk.
Right. I'm fine. I'm fine. But look at
All right, just don't put it in me. Just finish on me.
God. That's actually how you die from drowning by bukkake, being unconscious. As everyone walks out, they all beat off on the unconscious chick. You all fall for passing out by the door.
And I still don't know if that's a parody or a real story, but back to that bukkake story, it says that it's uncertain and too soon to say if the death of the 23-year-old actress will cause a ban on studios in which bukkake scenes. But experts now say it's likely tougher regulation and safety measures will occur in the aftermath.
I need to read the bukkake safety guidebook. That's fucking amazing. Please, if that exists out anywhere, please someone get me that. I need to read that.
I believe it's being written now. After there was no need for a bukkake guidebook until the first bukkake-related death. So now I think it's being written. Hopefully we can get on the team, maybe contribute, be an editor, publish it. I definitely want to be part of this.
I can see it now. Considering bukkake, well, there are some things you might need to know. Start from there.
What you should do is practice with water and milk. You see, water is very safe. And milk, you have more of the consistency, so work your way up into thicker products.
Yeah, up to mayonnaise at some point. Ranch dressing.
That is thicker than my consistency. Some fucking mayonnaise.
It's true. Yeah. From shooting ropes to shooting globs. Matter of fact, if your ejaculate is the consistency of mayonnaise, you may want to be checked into a hospital immediately. You're right about that. Yeah. Terrible.
Bukkake death do 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 do.
Bukkake death do 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 do. There you go. Bukkake death do 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 do. Bukkake death. Sorry, OCD said I gotta finish it.
It's kind of like the if we're searching for you, the Roger Rabbit shaving a haircut. You're gonna come.
Too big.
Bukkake death.
Please, bukkake. Lovable cartoons turned into horrific bukkake characters. It's amazing.
I haven't seen for a while the old cartoon pornos. That's reminding me of like Web 1.0.
Oh yeah,
of Mickey and Donald gangbanging Minnie.
They upgraded to all those Japanese ones. Though, like they have like the super really good like animation. Like this is almost too good. It's a little weird. You know? Everyone's boobs are the size of like a Volkswagen. It's awesome.
You say the bigger the better, but there is indeed a bell-shaped curve to giant titties.
Right. You can only see her eyes. It's a problem. Like, pushed up to the umpteenth degree. We were watching on Skinamax Theater. We were watching the hell was it? The Bear Wench Project, the finale, the last one. And there's a pair of twins in it. And I didn't recognize them early because they had dark hair. But I remember, did you ever watch that old Bunny Ranch show on HBO?
I was aware of it. No,
Okay.
there was a Bunny Ranch show, and there was an escort show with the
Mhm.
wrestler Buff Bagwell as
Yes,
well.
yeah. There was with the himbos, as it were. But there was these pair of twins that was dating the owner. They were like a pair of porn stars, and they were blonde. And I suddenly recognized them, like, oh crap, those are the porn stars. And Jack goes, they did porn, and we lost Jack for the rest of the night. I was like, all right, bye, Jack. Go look up those two. We're done. Have a good night, Jack. Yeah,
All he needed was their name, and yeah, screw this Skinamax.
Mhm.
We are watching just porno.
Like they did what to each other? I mean, no, goodbye.
Ding Lizard pointing out that apparently I have done a big mistake. My guidebook for all the actresses to train for bukkake has drowned them in water, so they have apparently been waterboarded to death.
Damn it.
At least there were no swimmers up their nose as they were dying, I guess.
That's a good idea. That's a cool bukkake training.
Thank you, Jerry Lane.
Beautiful, Jerry.
I've got the job I currently have. It's got odd hours, and I've missed so many of Tooke's movies. I really wanted to get into some more of those. Saturday nights is Skinamax, and then Sunday is a B movie. Well, any movie.
Well,
correct?
any movie. And actually, we're making Skinamax once a month now for 2 reasons. One, it's hard to find like movies that really work in that genre. And B, I'm fucking exhausted. So I'm doing this every goddamn night of the week now. Because now we're doing a bonus show on Wednesday for Bobby Nick's channel because he got monetized recently. So we're doing movies with 2K. We do every Sunday night at 6, except for this Sunday. Well, we're taking the night off for the Super Bowl. We figure no one's going to be around, for the Super Bowl Sunday. So we're just going to wait till, and then we're going to watch, I think, House next week, which we got off the wheel of movie picking this. That was Deadpool's pick. So yay,
with George Wendt. House.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all over on Rumble, right?
Rumble.
Cut of the Jib and Bobby Nick's channels.
Well, now it's exclusively on the Bobby Nick show. But Jib's kind of he's working a lot now too, so he doesn't have the time to do it as much as he would like. Last week we watched. It was just a good pick. Comic-Con Culture picked a really good one. It was The Thing from Another World, like the precursors to the John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, the black and white 1950s one, right?
Yeah, 1951. Yes.
Yeah,
such a great
never
movie.
watched. It's what movie? A great one or a
great
bad
movie?
one?
It's a great. I love it. It's one of my favorite old sci-fi black and white movies ever made. And you could really see even the opening graphic, like they took it for the John Carpenter's one, which is maybe my favorite horror movie ever. So it's a nice connection. But yeah, it's a fun movie, but it's old enough that you can goof on it. Everyone, actually, every third person in the movie is named Mac. Yeah. Hey Mac, what's up, Mac? Okay, Mac.
Maybe that was the style of the time. There was a few years where Mac was the buddy, maybe.
Right.
Or the writer was just that untalented to not realize, there's 7 Macs. Let's take that down to 3 Macs.
Right. Lower the Mac ratio. All the women have 50s pointy tits. Something to do with how the braziers were made. I say braziers. Braziers is a whole thing.
Yeah, that looks like the fucking bugles. Just
it's a couple of cones that you put your tits in. It's so weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, that Kip brings up. There was a guy. Everyone talked like Pat Dixon too. That was the other thing in the movie. So.
I think I need to listen to a little bit of Pat Dixon in order to get I've never attempted to do an impression, so I don't have a Pat Dixon impression just on hand.
Yeah, it's just the old thing. Yeah, we're gonna watch some news now. Yeah. I got a newspaper. Yeah.
He just turned into Edward G. Robinson.
That's exactly what he sounds like. Edward G. Robinson. Yes. Yeah. So that's pretty much the way people talked back then, apparently, because that's how most of the cast talked.
This is the way I talk. See.
Yeah.
The old Dave Chappelle joke. Why am I talking like what, officer? Say this is the way I talk.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's fun. It's a fun little thing to do. I've always been a huge Mystery Science Theater fan, so just be able to do something. I don't want to say approximates it, but this is something like they did, which I had fun which I would do anyway while watching the same movies they were watching. And nothing would make me happier when I would come to a joke the same time they did. Like, yes, we're in line with each other.
Yeah, I've wanted to do a variant of. That's what I'm going to attempt to do for a bonus episode again. The public domain theater. There's plenty of public domain theaters. There's a what is it? Timeless Classic Movies on YouTube has a whole bunch of them, and gonna attempt it again. Hopefully, the strike bot doesn't overstep its bounds again. But I've always had fun with that. Same with Red Letter Media. Maybe one of these days I'll finally tinker with my idea of a Red Letter Media-esque show to debut, but I've had that idea for years to watch some shitty movies, and
it's a lot of fun.
Trying to find the unique voice in it, because there are actually a lot of Red Letter Media ripoffs. There was the Angry Video Game Nerds version was fucking awful. You can actually do a 1-for-1 and be like, why is Red Letter Media watching Rotor incredibly fun? And why is it when Cinemassacre watches it, it's just fucking boring and makes me want to shoot myself? The same as when I read James Rolfe's book. I'm going to finish that book with Spurg Snake. I did not fathom it would be this painful of an experience to read an autobiography by James Rolfe. I just looked at Carl Hamburger having so much fun with Stuttering John's book, and I was like, I bet that I can do something similar with James Rolfe's book. I've hoped that the audience is enjoying it while I'm ripping my hair out. I'm having fun in the early episodes. I'm no longer having fun.
You're suffering for your craft.
It seemed like a great idea at the time. There's a whole detractor community against James Rolfe, so it's like there is an audience for here that's ready for a deep dive of this. Woof.
In theory, it sounded amazing. They do it like, oh boy. Well, it was the night you came on with us for Movies with Tooke, where we did was it Maniac Cop 3? Was one of the most fun nights we've ever done. So that was a great pick.
Another reason why I would like to get another menial shitty job with different hours, so I can drop by with some more. Because I want to do B movies. I know you guys are doing. You did like a new Kong or something.
We've done some new stuff. We did the new Ghostbusters, the new Kong, but we've done. But like I said, we've gone all the way back to 1951. It's kind of my sweet spot. I like to call it is a movie that's watchable but goofable. Like it leaves a lot of cheese on it that you can make fun of, but you can still watch it and enjoy it for what it is. So, but we've had we watched Battleship, which is just an awful movie, but it's so much to make fun of. It's another one on my list is Battlefield Earth, the John Travolta Dianetics book, basically. They turned into a movie. It's maybe the worst movie ever made, and I can't wait to watch it someday because it's so fucking shitty. But yeah, so it's we kind of mix it up between fun stuff that people want to see to absolute garbage that we can make fun of. So
another one that I've thought about bringing out is Trauma, because that's a specific genre of horror B movie that I think is unwatchable to the general public. Trauma has a lot of movies that are entertaining to goof on,
like Sergeant
Redneck
Kabuki,
Zombies. I fucking adored. But I cannot imagine people sitting through that the way I have with goofing on it. That was the entire thing. You need a buddy to watch Redneck Zombies with.
Yeah. That's honestly, if you feel like you want an extra voice one night on you're watching the B movies, I'm more than happy to jump on and watch that stuff. It's so Mystery Science Theater like. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll throw you a link. Yeah, and I know you're really busy, so if you don't make it, I understand. But yeah, I want to join those. I was looking at the hours of my job. I can still do a lot of things, and there's a lot of fun streaming stuff that I'm missing out on with my hours.
Yeah, that's the thing right now. Like we have like No Filter and Lunatic Lounge are the two shows I do regularly, and they're on just about every night at 7:00. So I say Nimrod works till 5:30. Races home, it chooses between eating and showering, and then jumps on the air. So the schedule can be a little crazy sometimes.
I get that. Even I haven't been with me. It's been pre-production. One of the reasons why I decided to no longer do TikTok around the clock because of the insane amount of pre-production.
Yeah, it's a lot to do
there. versus what we did today of having just sections of clips. It's I would obsess over the 20-minute segments of TikTok around the clock to where it's like there's a more intelligent way to do this. Let me just edit it differently, and I won't be stuck to iMovie. Actually, I should upgrade at this point. I'm not advancing my editing skills in iMovie. If I have Prime or Final Cut, I have something to put on a resume. You put iMovie editor on a resume, oh, get the fuck out of here. But here is a section of some of that TikTok madness that I didn't spend fucking forever putting together like I did last time on TikTok around the clock. I am disappointed when these guys listen to copyrighted music because they do have this jolly screaming about just tone about them out in the middle of the jungle.
Clearly, their hometown team just won the Stanley Cup. That'd be my assumption. With these
They do they look like hockey fans. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely, yes. The very feet don't fail me now. Kind of feel to it.
Woo, woo, woo. That's what Anthony Cumia said. I think it's about every other time that I feature these folks. I mention an Anthony Cumia joke.
He would enjoy these. Something about how they invented the helicopter or something.
Oh my god, that Zimbabwe helicopter! Holy fuck!
Fucking amazing that video.
The person who synced up the video of the Zimbabwe helicopter with them talking about it. Holy shit!
Yeah, him and Gavin. Gavin does a phenomenal African accent, so it really adds to it.
And you can really see Gavin's opinions solidifying with Zimbabwe helicopter.
If I wasn't sure about this before, I am now. That one where they build the bridge, this little rickety bridge, and the mayor of whatever town they are in Africa comes out, and they literally cut the ribbon, and the fucking bridge collapses into the water.
It was a load-bearing ribbon.
Load-bearing ribbon. Yeah, so it was panicking, running away. Such a great video.
I think that might be part of the same video clip.
Could be. I gotta say, this is better when it's tiny Asian girls.
Yeah, giving you the full array of the dancing people.
What can you tell? What is on his head? I'm trying to tell what that is.
That is a higher quality than a Burger King crown.
Oh, it's a crown. Okay, I was wondering. I thought it may have been a pot on his head, a brass pot.
It does kind of look like an ashtray holder. It might indeed be an ashtray holder, like they have out on a public street that he took the ashtray out of. And
this crown is mine now.
Something that brought a smile to my face with this guy was the I don't know if you remember from TikTok around the clock, the guy who would scream at the top of his lungs with those parlor tricks, "I'm him!" I miss that guy. It's been like a fucking year. I've followed him and I'm like, oh boy, he's going to be a regular. I know when he goes live, it's always around midnight, 1 a.m. that he's screaming at the top of his lungs in his apartment complex, "I'm him!"
And, the guy is like the dropping loads guy version of Magic.
Absolutely. And I haven't seen him forever. I'm so disappointed. So seeing other people, I'm just like, oh, I hope he comes back. Mark Bass, you got a good one. Doc Brown mind reading helmet. That looks very similar.
Very true.
You're coming to. You're concerned about the whales. You know what that means? It means this damn thing doesn't work.
He has The Shining.
It's the shin. You want to get sued?
The shinin. Yes. I was gonna go with the shinin too. I'm like, nah, fuck it, go original.
Well, that way everyone knows what you talk about. Then just add a Simpsons reference on top of it.
And agreed, Deadfall. Oh. Is Jingle Bell Rock safe?
Oh, can we hear that in the background? Let's go complete mute.
Okay.
I didn't even notice that when I was editing that it had a song in there. But funny shirt. I would buy this from Spencer's Gift.
Anything with
Get
Gollum
it now for $10.
The precious taco.
I still don't know if they're doing actual work here, and they've just got these people annoying. They're taking tips. All of the gifts, they'll do more annoying things. So I've seen fake offices here with people not actually doing work. This might actually be a video game developer double dipping. See, you guys, you're going to work on the video game. Don't worry about all the goals for the day as much if you don't get less done, because we have this other team that are just yelling in your ear. We're doubling our income in the office.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be the gag where they smack someone in the head and they put that thing up the ceiling and it looks like a shaft there. They can't find the person.
Yeah, I've seen those. A prank on the street. Who the fuck smacked me in the back of the head? Nope, it's just for extra noise, not subterfuge.
Most annoying slinky ever.
What? What?
They did so much banging later after this.
He didn't scream in her ear, though. I wouldn't have let that go without screaming in her ear back.
He called this bit the tube work.
Kind of remind me of Porky Pig at this point. Ibbity, that's all, folks.
Like what the hell is it? The High Halud or Chai? Was it the giant worms from Dune? What the hell are they called? Something Halud.
Or let's just go with Beetlejuice. I remember them being called sandworms in Beetlejuice, and that was their whole name. I haven't seen that sequel yet. That's one I'm kind of frightened of, that they left alone forever, and it was like, good, unique film, especially with the route Tim Burton has gone. Tim Burton has just gone too Tim Burton in so many movies. Willy Wonka and Alice in Wonderland topping that list of being too Tim Burton for Tim Burton's good.
Yeah, you never go full Tim Burton, as they say. Yeah, it's gonna get to the point like now it's just weird for weirdness' sake. Like, no, it can be weird. It can be weird, but there's a story and stuff involved in this too,
After going to taking Film 101, it's like, Tim Burton just really loves Dr. Caligari, the first horror movie ever made. Once you see that, it's like, it's the Tim Burton thing. It's existed since 1919.
I went to go see Sweeney Todd in theater. Like, it was like a day thing. It was like barely any people there. I was like, I got nothing to do. Let me go see Sweeney Todd. This kind of feels like it might be cool. And I'm in there with like 3 or 4 little old ladies sitting like a couple of rows in front of me. And about, I would say, 30 minutes in, they were gone because of all the blood. They're like, well, it's called the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. What did you think it was going to be? Like a Muppet show? No pun intended again. But it's blood. There's blood flying everywhere. Of course it's going to be murdering people. It was too much blood for them. They couldn't handle it. Like, I got the theater to myself now. Awesome. Put my feet up and relax.
I remember going to Sweeney Todd as the worst blind date I've ever had. It's lame. It's not even a particularly good story, but here I'm telling it anyways. My buddy, here I'm gonna hook you up with my friend's friends, and they sat us apart. It was like a double first date. And
Oh,
the two guys were sat away from the two ladies, and
God, that's terrible.
no, this is not a blind first date. This is just me and Lewis hanging out.
Right.
And there's a couple ladies over there.
You think they're talking about us? I don't know.
We're on a date with them as much as we are with the girls in the front row.
It's terrible. Two guys behind him trying to pick him up the entire fucking movie. Hey, fuck off! They're with us. Yell from across the theater.
Off air, I'm gonna have to talk to you about my pitches for some movie shows, because I've got the itch to do some more movie shows. I'd love to do yours. I need different hours,
Right?
Basically,
Yeah.
to join in some of the fun reindeer games you guys are doing Saturday and Sunday night over on Bobby Nick's Rumble channel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Skinemaxing is weird, but like lots of those like oh, you know what we watched last week? There was a movie with what the fuck is it? The chick from the White Snake videos. I can't think of her name right now. Tony
Was that
Katane.
Tawny
Tony Katane. She did a movie called The Perils of Gwendolyn back in the 80s, where she's basically like just about fully nude for more than half the movie.
That's
So I was
what
like, oh.
disappointed me about Bachelor Party. Tawny Katane plays the main love interest of Tom
Yes.
Hanks, but no boobies from her.
Mhm.
Surprisingly small amount of boobies in Bachelor Party.
And Monique Gabrielle, who was in another movie that we watched called Evil Tunes, is she's the one that plays the high school love interest. Who like she goes into their room to bang her and she takes her top off and then he runs. I can't cheat on my wife. That she's in a couple of things that we've watched. Where she's magnificent, but so Tony Katane basically it's kind of a romancing the bone, not the porn version, romancing the stone. Like Raiders of the Lost Ark. It was like around that time of those movies. So yeah, so she finds some ancient civilization where all the women are super hot Amazons who wear thongs and tiny little armor. It's just fucking ridiculous. So so she ends up disguising herself, so she ends up naked for half the movie. So which is not quite the Skinemax movie that we normally do. It was more of a B movie, but I thought it was a fun idea, and then people started yelling at me because there wasn't enough lesing out in the movie. I'm like, God damn it, you guys are easy, back off a little. Doesn't have to be lesing out in every one of these movies. Jesus.
But there has to be some sort of fake penetration, but not necessarily lesing out in every single one.
Right. We were watching the week before. We watched A Werewolf in a Women's Prison, which is exactly how it's described. The werewolf in a women's prison.
Is that a newer one? That sounds like a 2018 newer type of shitty movie.
There was a 2018 one called called Dracula in a women's prison, but this one was like 2004. So I think they jumped around a bit. And apparently there's also a Frankenstein in a women's prison also. I'm going to have to check that out eventually as well.
A whole blank in a women's prison series.
Exactly. Right. The Dracula one, Dracula is literally the warden of the women's prison. It's like, I have a constant food supply. It's so stupid. But there was a little bit of lesing out in it, so people were happy. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up. Sorry, Jake, we are indeed wrapping up. Kip Smith is sending me the capital letters. I must have missed it, Jake asking for it a little earlier, but the capital letters, they really show up there in the chat. And I have been plugging Tooke's, just Bobby Nick on Rumble now.
Yeah, well,
anywhere
there's
else that
two.
you're stopping by?
Bobby Nick on Rumble on let's see, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the Lunatic Lounge. And then on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. That's the name of the channel as well. And all those shows are at 7 o'clock. So, come on by, check it out. It's a fun little hang. It's mostly me saying terrible things to a person in a wheelchair that I should never say. but that's the fun. He loves it. He loves it. He feels like one of the boys. Don't get mad at me. He enjoys it.
Yeah, he got to be part of the gang. I believe it was Bobby Nick who helped Andrew set that up. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's Stormy. I think Stormy's a big part. Stormy really, really takes care of a lot of stuff for Andrew, both on the show and off the show, honestly. So, yeah, she helps out a lot with that. So,
cool. So everyone check out No Filter with Andrew and Friends. 2K's on there regularly. And I'll be back next week. I'm feeling better. I should be back to 2 shows again next week, unless cutting audio for James Rolfe drives me into an insanity in which case I might be a few months from another episode. Oh boy.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish the book, and I'm going to continue my streaming hobby. I'm not going to just become a hermit. Oh boy. Tune in next week where I torture myself next Wednesday. As we saw, some fans of the Nerd Show did stop in. Hope you will tune in next week. Sick me was not. It was not happening. But yeah, more randomness here from me on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Thank you once again for joining 2K.
Mm-hmm. And thank you so much for having me back. By the way, sorry, I'm sorry. I really enjoy this. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. Proper time to steamroll me because you weren't going to get another chance.
Sorry.
Sometimes you got to break the steam. You weren't going to speak again if you didn't be like, now.
I want to thank Dylan before we go. Fuck. Okay. Now.
Go.
Sorry.
Once again, thanks for joining. And now I'm gonna get the heck out of here, and you can feel free to get on out of here too.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to your honey with the right and left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a lucky strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a lucky strike.